Hey guys, Brian with Workshop Addict, and we are going to do an ultimate garage LED test, and I think the results of this are going to absolutely surprise you. Now in doing so, we took my garage, took everything out as far as lighting, and all we are using is one single bulb. Now to do this testing, we used a phone app called the Light Lux Meter, and the link to that is going to be in the description on YouTube, but also follow it over to our website and you'll see a lot more information as to all the lights, pictures of the lights, all the readings that we've got. Everything's over there. So you might want to go down and check that out too after you watch the video to get more of an idea of how we did this. Now our garage is empty and we just took one of each of these lights, and we wanted to use this lux meter to kind of walk a pattern, which looks like a number 4, to get an accurate reading. So you're going to get an average reading, which is going to kind of tell you how much light is dispersed to the different areas, and you're going to get a max reading, which is going to tell you how much light came down at certain areas. You're going to have to use a combination of those two numbers to decide what's right for you, but we also listed all the prices there. We have links to them. There's a lot here to go through, and there's a lot to understand beyond the color temperatures, beyond the lumens, all that stuff. But again, all that stuff is listed out in the blog, so we don't have to waste time with that here. What I want to do is bring you in, show you what lights we have. We'll go over each light individually, show you how it looked. Now, we took our DSLR camera, set the ISO up to try to get an image that was going to be consistent. So you're going to see an image there. It's a little bit grainy, and it's simply because it's a little bit of low light. But I will list that out there as a consistent picture so we can compare what light looks like compared to each other. And that'll give you a better sense of what it did to the garage. You might be able to see some of the color temperature differences, but on that view, you'll really be able to see how the light spread out in where the hot spots were and other things. So let's get into it. First up is a Sansi 27 watt omnidirectional ceramic LED light bulb. This basically mimics a standard light bulb, but puts a lot of LEDs around the outside to get you a lot of light. Its cooling goes through the fins on the inside and basically sucks the air up and out. As it gets hot and the hot air rises, cool air is going to come in from down below. This light is perfect for replacing multiple different incandescent lights in areas where you have a lot of fixtures. This light is not going to be good for a large garage that only has 2 fixtures because it just doesn't put out the light, and you're going to see that when we go into the lux meter. This light has 4,000 lumens. It comes in either 3,000 or 5,000 K. This is a 5,000 K bulb that we tested, non-dimmable, but does come with a 5-year warranty, priced at $24.99. Now the app shows us a 113 average with a 278 max. That's going to be very low compared to what we're looking at throughout the rest of these lights, but this comes into play again if you have multiple outlets in a smaller area. It is lower wattage and it is easy to look at. So in a basement, if you walk through and put this in, you're not going to see a huge glare like you might with some of the rest of the lights that we're going to show you. Next, we have a 60 watt deformable LED light, and we're going to go through a lot of deformables. Most of them are very similar. All that means is you have a base in the center that screws in, and then you can adjust the rest of the lights on here however you'd like to. It's very simple. You can even tighten down the bolts here so they won't move if you're in an area that might get a little bit of vibration. This is a 6,000 lumen, 6,000 K pure daylight, non-dimmable light. The 6,000 K is taking you really to the high end of what you want in the garage. And this one stuck out as having a little bit of a blue hue to it compared to some of the other ones that were rated at 6,000 or 6,500 K even. But it does have a 2-year warranty. There is a little bit of diffusing in these plastic panels that are over the LED lights. It did work well, as the light meter shows a 252 average with a 734 max. Now that is really taking a step up from the Cobb style bulb that we showed you earlier. It did work well. It's priced right. It does have a warranty, but this one too does have a delay on the power on, so that might turn some users off. Next is another Sansi brand. This is a 60-watt light. It is all plastic. The center portion is very heavy. You'll feel that when you pick it up, but these wings, which there are 4 of, are all plastic. You can see the LED lights here. When you flip it over, they basically cool by coming through the plastic. It's an interesting looking light, and when you put it up on the wall, it really looks cool. It probably doesn't look as cool as it does sitting here, and it works very, very well. This is 6,000 lumens, 5,000 K, which I think is perfect for a shop. It shows up good, non-dimmable, 5-year warranty, priced at $44.99, which is probably on the high end of stuff we're gonna show you. These lights do not have a power on delay, so they respond exactly like any normal light that you are used to. The downside is it's made out of plastic. Some people are gonna like that, some people are not. Longevity here, I've had these in our garage for 4 or 5 months. I've had 0 issues with them. They do sell out sometimes on Amazon, so I would check there. If they're not there, I'd wait a little bit. These are great performers with the light lux meter coming in at a 456 average with a 1301 max. I mean, that for 60 watts is a leader of the pack. Now we have more to go, but I'm going to give you a little spoiler on that. This one outperformed all other 60 watts, and I think part of it is because you have 4 wings and there is significant light coming out of each one of these LED light pods. Next is another 60-watt deformable light. This one has a little bit different style cooling fins with the honeycomb here. You can find a lot of these out there, and there's very little difference between them, but we wanted to test a lot of these out just to see what it's going to do with the light meter and what you're going to get. Basically here we have a 6,000 K light with 6,000 lumens. It is non-dimmable, does have a 3-year warranty. It does have a slight power on delay that could be annoying to some others. It does light up the room well, and again, this one too doesn't seem as blue as some of the other 6,000 K models. There is a slight amount of glare when you look up directly at this bulb because of all the light coming out of these 3 small areas. It performed pretty fair on the light lux meter with a 266 average and a 703 max. Definitely something to look at. It's priced right and it does have a good warranty. This is an interesting light to say the least. It is a deformable, it is all plastic. You can move it in a lot of different directions. It does come with this extension so you can get it away from the ceiling if you're going to use this with any of the wings in their 45-degree position. You get light from the center and all 4 wings. This is a 6,000 lumen, 6,000 K light. It is non-dimmable. It says that they have a lifetime service contract or agreement with this. It doesn't give you a warranty. That to me is sketchy. It is $17.95, so it's definitely priced right. This light has its place in basements with lower ceilings. If you're not going to be working in your garage and you want something that is not going to be glaring in your face if you have lower ceilings, this is it. There's a lot of places that this can go if you're sensitive to glare, because there is none. You can look at this light, you can see it. The camera can't exactly see it, but if you're just walking up to it, you can see every bit of this light when you're walking to it. It's no glare, not annoying at all, slight blue tint. The lux meter says 231 average with a 662 max. So it works. It does give out quite a bit of light. It doesn't give out as much light as some of the other ones, but it definitely works. It's going to be more for the user who wants to get away from any glare, in my mind, because that's just not here. There is no power on delay, so it responds like a normal light. For the price, it's hard to pass up. Up next is a little bit different looking 60-watt LED light. The 3 wings on here are oval, and the area that the light is coming from is a little bit larger than some of the square models. This is a 6,000 lumen light, 6,500 K, non-dimmable. And unfortunately, there is no warranty listed. So I'm gonna guess that if it doesn't work right off the bat, you're okay. You could probably return it, but over any period of time, you are out of luck. It's $26.95. It does not have a power on delay, so it responds like a normal light. The glare from here is not too bad. It's a little bit less than what you would see with more of the square, smaller LED lights, but you still get some, mostly probably because of the 6500K. So it's up there. It's just a hint of blue. It doesn't feel too blue, but it is definitely up there, and you can tell the difference between some of the 6000K lights that we have and this one. It's a metal wing light. That's nice. It didn't seem to get hot. Everything seemed to work is what we would expect. The light lux meter came in with a 244 average and an 816 max. So it worked good. It's hard when some of the different lights in here that are 60 watts have a much higher max and a much higher average, but if you're looking for another winged unit, this one is pretty good. Now we are stepping up to the higher powered lights. This is a deformable light, typical 3-wing. It's an 80 watt, 8000 lumen, 6000 to 6500K, so it doesn't really tell us where it's at. It's somewhere in there. Non-dimmable light with a 2-year warranty, priced at $37.99. There's no doubt that this light is brighter than the 60 watt lights. It is noticeable. We concentrated on 60 watt lights because of the amount of light that you got and the price. This would be if you had a higher ceiling in a pole barn, something to get this light up and out of the way, because you will get more glare looking at this light than you would the 60 watt lights. And I think it's really best performing in a higher ceiling. So that's where I would start to recommend this. Interestingly enough, it wasn't too blue. I don't know where it lands in there as far as 6000 to 6500. Seemed to work well. It does have a very, very slight power on delay. So this, out of any of them with the power on delay, is by far the least. It might not even be noticeable to some. Our light lux meter came in at a 303 average with a 940 max. So you can see that we're stepping up that max, and we are getting more light around in different areas. So these readings are gonna start to go up. Definitely something that is worth looking at. You do have a warranty, and it is priced pretty fair. Moving up again, we have a deformable 100 watt, 10,000 lumen, 6000K, non-dimmable, no warranty listed light. This is pretty nice light when you put it in. It definitely tells you that you have a very bright light. And again, I'd recommend this for higher ceilings. Anything 10, 14, 16 feet high would be perfect. You have the 3 wings on here. There is no power on delay, so it responds just like a normal light. The 6000K color temperature is not that bad. This guy is performing very similar to the plastic 60 watt light that we went over third, which is interesting in my mind to say the least. But if you had multiple ones of these, they are metal, it may last a little bit longer. It had a light lux reading of 435 average with a 1322 max, and this is $39.99. So the price is getting up there just a little bit, but it's not too horrible. I think you guys really are gonna be interested in seeing the next one. So if you're looking for the Mac Daddy of deformable lights, we have a 4-wing 120 watt LED here. This guy is 12,000 lumens, 6000K, non-dimmable, no warranty listed, unfortunately. It does not have a power on delay, so it's gonna respond as a normal light. And this guy pushed out a serious amount of light. It doesn't have the glare that you would expect, mostly because there are 4 wings. So you're getting a little bit more of that light distributed through the 4 wings instead of 3. It still has a good amount of glare. If you have high ceilings and you want a ton of light and you have a lot of light fixtures, these would be absolutely perfect. They respond well. They're all adjustable. I think the big thing here is, to me, there's no warranty listed, but it's actually cheaper than the light we just went over with a cost of $36.95. I really wish they had had a warranty listed. Our light lux meter came in at a 418 average with a 1394 max. This is by far the highest maximum reading that we got, and it feels like it's a nice quality light. So what did we learn from all of these different light bulbs and all the different testing? A few things came out and really surprised me. First, the two plastic lights that we had in here, which one of the plastic lights is probably the most expensive that we've tested, and one of the other ones is the least expensive, actually came out to be two of the better lights to purchase. The Sanzi, which was the 60 watt that outperformed all the other 60 watts by a long shot, is a great bulb with no delay and a lot of great features. It's just plastic and expensive. Although it does come with a warranty, and Sanzi has been on Amazon for a long time with a pretty good rating. So there's probably why you have some of that higher pricing over there. Now, the white plastic LED that's sitting there, I'm not so sure of. There really is no warranty listed that I can recall. $17.95 is a great price. It's not super bright, but there's no glare. So if you're at all worried about glare, that's the way to go, and you can adjust it to get light in just about any area that you want. For a basement, that light is absolutely perfect. The rest of them all have their spaces, they all have their fit where they go. It's just a matter of what you need. And again, go over to our blog post. I'll have a link in the description. You'll be able to read through there about color temperatures, about lumens, what's this, what's that. And then also there's a link to that Lux light meter that we used. You can put it on your phone too. It's free. It's just going to be what you're going to use the light for. And if you can't figure it out between watching the video and going to our blog, leave a comment below, ask me. I try to get back with everybody as soon as I can. Give me your situation. Tell me how far the light's going to be off the ground. Tell me how many fixtures you have in a different area, and I'll try to help you with my experience of using a lot of these different lights, what one I think will be the best for you. Guys, we always appreciate your time watching these videos. I hope this is a very useful and educational tool on what's out there. And we tried to concentrate on 60 watt because we believe that's where 99% of everybody should probably go. Prices are getting better on these. It's a good time to look at lights and really get your shop where you want to be at. So as always, we appreciate your time, guys. Give us a like in this video, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.